Just imagine, 1 tablespoon that transforms your garden overnight and can double your tomato, cucumber, and pepper harvests naturally. Your plants, well, they're already telling you the truth. You see, thin stems, pale leaves, flowers that drop too early, and fruits that never quite reach their promise are all signals. Now, most gardeners, they respond by buying stronger fertilizers, but that's where the real damage begins. What if the answer to bigger harvests wasn't in a bag or bottle at all, but in one simple tablespoon from your kitchen that works with your soil instead of against it? So today, we're uncovering a natural feeding method trusted by growers who want heavier yields, healthier plants, and longer harvests without chemicals. This is not theory, this is practical, repeatable, and honestly, just perfect for anyone growing tomatoes, cucumbers, or peppers at home. Why chemical feeding quietly ruins your harvest. Fast-acting fertilizers look impressive at first. Leaves turn dark green, growth explodes, and, everything seems on track. But underneath the surface, the soil starts to suffer. Chemical salts compact the soil structure, weaken beneficial microbes, and push plants into shallow, dependency-driven growth. Over time, roots become less efficient, plants lose their natural resistance, and disease pressure increases. That's why, many gardens look strong early and then just kind of collapse mid-season. Natural feeding works differently. It supports soil life, improves nutrient absorption, and honestly, strengthens plants from the inside out. Instead of forcing growth, it builds resilience. Tomatoes hold their flowers, cucumbers stay productive longer, and peppers develop thicker walls and better flavor. The secret is balance, and that's exactly what this method delivers. The two-way feeding strategy that changes everything. The real power of this system comes from feeding plants both above and below. You see, leaves are not just solar panels, they absorb nutrients directly when given the chance. Now, roots on the other hand, need living soil to function at full strength. By combining a gentle foliar shield with a root-boosting soil feed, you create a complete protection and nutrition cycle. This approach doesn't overwhelm plants, it supports them at every stage, from early growth to heavy fruiting. When used consistently, it can dramatically increase yield while reducing common problems like blossom end rot, powdery mildew, weak stems, and early plant exhaustion. It's quite something to see, really. The milk foliar shield, it protects and feeds at the same time. Now, milk may seem too simple to be effective, but its impact on garden crops is truly remarkable when used correctly. It's almost like magic, isn't it? The key, folks, is dilution. Pure milk can cause leaf issues, but when balanced with water, it becomes a powerful protective spray. The exact formula is 200 milliliters of plain milk mixed with 1.5 liters of clean water. This ratio is critical. It delivers nutrients without leaving residue or encouraging mold. Remember, it's all in the balance. Once mixed thoroughly, just go ahead and pour it into a sprayer. It's best to apply during the early morning or late afternoon, when the leaves are cool and, more receptive. Milk provides calcium that helps prevent blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers. It also delivers potassium, which gives you strong stems and, honestly, better fruit quality overall. Magnesium supports those deep green leaves and improves photosynthesis. Meanwhile, phosphorus quietly works behind the scenes to strengthen roots and flowers. Beyond nutrition, milk proteins form an invisible film as they dry, creating a natural barrier that discourages fungal spores, viruses, and even some soft-bodied pests. When sprayed evenly on leaves every 10 to 15 days, plants develop a noticeable sheen of health, leaves stay firmer, disease pressure drops, and flowering becomes more consistent. This alone can significantly improve yields, but the real transformation happens when roots are fed properly as well. Feeding the soil is where harvests are truly made. Roots don't just absorb nutrients, they interact with microorganisms that unlock minerals already present in the soil. When soil life is active, plants eat better, grow stronger, and produce more. That's where yeast comes in. Yeast is a living organism rich in B vitamins, nitrogen, and phosphorus. When activated in water, it stimulates microbial activity and improves nutrient availability. Combined with baking soda, it also helps control soil-based fungal problems that weaken plants from below. The growth booster formula uses exactly 4 liters of chlorine-free water, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 2 tablespoons of dry yeast. Add the baking soda first, mix well, then add the yeast. Seal the container and shake thoroughly. Let the mixture rest for about 2 hours. During this time, the yeast activates and begins working. Alright folks, after letting the solution rest for a bit, it's time to apply it directly to the soil around the base of each plant. Just a little tip here, make sure to avoid wetting the leaves with this mixture. It's really important to keep the leaves dry. Now, let's talk about what happens inside the soil after the application. Within just a few days, the soil biology really starts to wake up. Those beneficial microorganisms begin to multiply, organic matter breaks down more efficiently, and the roots can access nutrients much better. You'll notice that plants respond quite quickly to this treatment. The stems start to thicken, the leaves deepen in color, and new growth becomes more vigorous. You'll also see an increase in flower clusters, and the fruit set improves noticeably. It's really something to see. You see, because yeast supports sustained growth rather than forcing it, plants don't burn out. It's like giving them just the right amount of energy to keep thriving steadily. Now, let's talk about the produce. Tomatoes, for instance, keep producing well past their usual peak, and cucumbers, they maintain a steady fruit size instead of shrinking late in the season. As for peppers, they develop richer color, thicker flesh, and, oh, better sweetness. It's quite remarkable, really. This is where that 1 tablespoon really matters. You see, yeast doesn't need to be used heavily. Just small, consistent doses create lasting improvements without overwhelming the soil ecosystem. It's all about balance, isn't it? Timing and rhythm, are what really maximize results in the garden. Consistency matters more than frequency, honestly. The milk spray works best when applied every 2 weeks, forming a steady protective layer on the leaves, and the yeast soil feed should be applied once a week during active growth and fruiting. This rhythm, over time, builds a balanced environment where plants stay protected above ground and well-nourished below. As the weeks go by, you'll notice your plants becoming, well, a lot more resilient. Those temperature swings that used to stress them out, they just don't seem to have the same effect anymore. And, even minor pest attacks start to slow down quite a bit. Disease outbreaks, which might have been a regular headache before, now become rare instead of expected. You'll see fruits maturing more evenly, and honestly, the overall productivity just keeps getting better. Gardeners who stick with this routine often mention, longer harvest windows and way less need for constant intervention. It's like the garden starts to take care of itself, since the soil and plants are finally, really working together. It's not just about getting bigger harvests, because, honestly, those don't mean much if the flavor isn't there. One of the most overlooked benefits of natural feeding is, well, the taste. The flavor really does improve right along with the yield. When plants are able to absorb nutrients at their own natural pace, sugars develop the way they're supposed to, acids find the right balance, and textures just get better. Tomatoes turn out juicier and, a lot more complex. Cucumbers stay crisp instead of getting all watery. And peppers, well, they develop a deeper sweetness and a richer aroma. This all happens because soil microbes help plants get to those trace minerals that chemical fertilizers usually ignore. These micronutrients, honestly, play a huge role in both the flavor and the nutritional value of what you grow. A sustainable method that pays off season after season. This approach doesn't strip the soil or create dependency. Each application improves the system rather than depleting it. Over time, soil structure improves, organic matter increases, and plants require less input to perform well. That's how experienced growers maintain high yields year after year without escalating costs. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity. No expensive products, no complicated schedules, just understanding how plants actually grow and giving them what they need in the right form. The real secret behind doubling your harvest, it's not magic and it's not hype. The secret is feeding plants in harmony with nature instead of fighting it. 1 tablespoon of yeast, properly diluted and applied, can unlock soil potential most gardeners never tap into. Combined with a gentle milk spray, it creates a system that protects, nourishes, and strengthens crops naturally. If you're serious about growing healthier tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers with bigger harvests and better flavor, this is a method worth committing to. Stick with it, observe your plants, and let the results speak for themselves. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to the Farm Basic YouTube channel, share this with fellow gardeners, and help spread practical, natural growing knowledge that truly works. Your garden will thank you, and so will everyone who learns from your success.